When it comes to making money passively online, by far the easiest way to do so, in my opinion, is with digital info products. In fact, last month I made $7,459, and the majority of that came from an ebook that I sell for just $59. The best part is that I was able to create this ebook in less than a day. And since I've launched it, it's made anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 every single month. And anyone can do this, yes, even you. You don't need to be good at writing, you don't need startup money, and you don't even need a lot of time. You can get started with this over a weekend. It's great for beginners, so let's dive in. If you're new here, hi, I'm Molly. I started as a broke college dropout. This was my car. I had just 81 cents to my name, and I leveraged that into a 6-figure per year photography studio. I then started creating free content online and digital info products to help other photographers, and I grew that into a $2 million per year online digital info product business. Now I help content creators and aspiring content creators just like you to monetize your content with digital info products so you can help your followers on a deeper level and make a full-time living doing what you love. So what exactly is a digital info product? So a digital info product is essentially a digital product with information inside of it. So one example of this would be an ebook, and we're not talking about an ebook that you're gonna buy from Amazon and put on a Kindle and it's a whole dang 300-page book. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about when it comes to an ebook, specifically a digital info product ebook, is a digital PDF that has step-by-step instructions on how to help somebody do something. So essentially that digital info product or ebook would help someone go from where they are now to where they want to be and help them overcome a problem. So for example, my top-selling ebook was called Model Call, and this ebook helped photographers follow a step-by-step checklist using my Model Call method to book in more clients to their photography studio. Now, this ebook was such a hit, not because of how many pages were in it or how it was designed or anything like that. It was a hit because it simply got them results. It was short and to the point, and it worked. So it was only about 13 pages long, and it took photographers from struggling to get bookings to getting lots of bookings and making a lot of money. And it was only $59 because photographers make anywhere from $300 to $3,000 per photo shoot. So they're probably thinking, hey, what's 59 bucks? This works and I can make way more money, or it's only $59. And a lot of people got tons of results with this. They went on to tell all their fellow photo friends. They shared it in forums, on Facebook groups, and the word of mouth spread like wildfire. And this ebook went on to do over $500,000 in sales from just a $59 ebook. So how did I get started with digital info products? How did I get started with an ebook? Because an ebook was one of the very first digital products that I created. And how I got started with this was I actually went to a women's business conference, and I was explaining to someone how I was doing one-on-one coaching and in-person workshops, but I was also running my studio and I was super busy and burnt out. And this person said to me, they're like, oh, you could actually teach all this stuff into digital products. That way you can sell it an unlimited amount of times and you can help an unlimited amount of people. And I was like, I knew that this was exactly what I needed to do. And that's when I set out to create an ebook. Now, my first ebook wasn't a total smashing success. I just went ahead and was like, what should I create? I'll create it about posing because I'm a photographer. So I put it out there. I didn't get many sales. But the difference between that ebook that didn't get many sales and the one that sold over $500,000 in sales is that it helped the photographer solve not just a pain point that they had, but their number one pain point. Some photographers might struggle with posing, but every photographer struggles with getting bookings, and it's their number one pain point. And that ebook actually really helped them book more clients, which is why it was such a smashing success. So not only do you need to figure out your ideal client's number one pain point, but you also need to create an ebook that actually works and actually gets people results and teaches it to them as quickly and easily as possible. And when you do that, you will have a multi-6-figure or multi-7-figure or more digital info product on your hand. Now, why have I found this to be the easiest form of passive income? Well, here's the thing. There is lots of different methods out there for passive income, right? There's like drop shipping, there's like the stock market, there's a lot of different things you can do, right? But the thing with digital info products is you don't need any inventory. You don't need to actually create like a physical product or a mock-up or like 3D design anything. You don't need to already have a ton of money to put into the stock market. This is the best and easiest way to get started with passive income, in my opinion, to where you don't need any startup money, you don't need a ton of time, and you don't need any like product inventory or anything like that. And you can sell an unlimited amount. I remember during 2020, a lot of people selling physical products were really struggling, and it's always been a really tough business model because, you know, maybe you're making a lot of sales, but the people creating the product can't keep up with those sales, or there's issues with getting those products overseas, you know, and shipping them out to your customers. With digital products, you literally just create something once digitally, you host it online, you can sell it again and again and again at unlimited number of times, and you don't need any money to get started. In fact, the software that I use to host my digital products, sell my digital products, do email marketing, everything to run my entire business, it's called System.io, and you can get a totally free account in the link in the description below this video. And this is the exact software that I use to run my entire business, and you can get started with digital info products for free as well. Now, how can other people do this in a weekend? Now, I have made an ebook in as little as 12 hours. I most recently made a new ebook a few months back, and I did it in less than 12 hours. If you're watching this and you're totally sold and you're just not sure what digital info product to make, don't worry, I got you. I have a list of all 54 different types of digital info products in a link in the description below this video. You can download it now completely for free. So let's dive into my 3-part framework on exactly how you can do this too. Okay, so number 1, you want to discover a problem that you can solve for somebody. Number 2, you are going to create that ebook, aka a digital PDF, that walks that person from where they are now to where they want to be, that solves that problem for them as quickly and easily as possible. Listen, if I told you, would you rather learn how to make $1,000 in 5 pages of an ebook or 50 pages of an ebook, which one would you choose? You would choose the 5 pages. It's a complete myth that you need more pages and more information to sell your digital product at a higher price point. In fact, people will pay more to get the results easier and quicker. And the 3rd step in the framework is to sell your ebook. So let's dive in. So one of the things you're going to need to make this successful is you're going to need to grow a following in an email list. Don't worry, I started from scratch. Everyone starts building their following and email list from scratch, and you can do it too. In fact, you only need about 100 people on an email list to get started selling your digital product. And I have a freebie for you. So if you go in the link below this video, you can download my freebie email list building funnel completely for free. I also have a freebie below on how to grow your YouTube following as well. So check those out below to grow your following and email list. Okay, so when it comes to discovering the problem that you should solve for somebody in your ebook, it's going to be way easier than you think it is. Remember how I told you that story of how I just made up an ebook idea and I didn't get a lot of sales? And then I really looked into what was my ideal client's number 1 pain point. And then that ebook made over $500,000 in sales? Yes, well, that's exactly what you're going to do too. So once you've grown your email list to just 100 email subscribers or more, you're going to send them a survey. Now you can use something like Google Forms. This is totally free. And you can ask them anywhere between 2 to 5 questions that really makes it clear to you, what are they struggling with? What do they need help with? What problems do they need solved? What questions do they have, so that you can figure out not just what their pain points are, but what their number 1 pain point is, so that you can help them solve that inside of your ebook. Number 2 was how to create an ebook, and I want to walk you through how to do this in a weekend. Okay, again, I've done this in 12 hours, so I know you could do this in a weekend. It's going to be a lot easier than you think. So what you need to do, again, come up with what you want to actually create the ebook about. Then what you're going to do is create bullet points of everything you want to teach. So think about, where is your person now? Where do you want them to be at the end of the ebook? And what steps and milestones do they need to take in between those 2 things? So you can start to make bullet points for that. Then you're going to want to come up with a name for your ebook. Now, I really recommend ChatGPT. Maybe come up with a couple ideas on your own and then say, hey, ChatGPT, what are 10 more names for my ebook that are similar to blah, 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 the ones you've already come up with? This is going to help you brainstorm and pick the name for your ebook. I really recommend making your ebook name based on the result that the ebook will be getting them. Once you have the bullet points, now it's time to write and expand on those bullet points. Remember to keep this as quick and easy and short as possible. The longer is not the better. The shorter, faster, easier you can get them to that result, the better, and the more they're willing to pay. Now you're just going to open a Word document in Google Drive, write it all out. Once you're done, you're going to open Canva. Canva is, again, a totally free software. You can use any of their templates or you can start from scratch. All you're going to be doing is pasting that text you just wrote into Canva, designing it however you want. When you're done, you're going to export it as a PDF. Now, I actually like to host my ebooks in Google Drive. My courses, memberships, things, I use System.io, and I use System for everything. So you're still going to want that even for an ebook. But I host my ebook in Google Drive, and then I simply just right-click share, and I get the share link. And that is how I'm able to share it with people who purchase it. Last but not least, number 3, let's talk about how you're going to actually sell this ebook once it's created. Now, there are 3 main ways that I sell my ebook. I'm going to share all 3 with you, and then I'm going to tell you the 2 that produce the most sales. Number 1 is I link my checkout page for where people can buy my ebook in the description of my social media profiles. So description of my YouTube videos, maybe Instagram link in bio, really anywhere that I can share it, right? Number 2 is that when people download a freebie from me, which is a free digital product that they're going to put in their name and email, so they get the digital product freebie for free, and then they get on my email list as well. If you're not sure what a freebie is, you can check out the links below this video because I have tons of freebies. You can click them, you could put in your name and email, kind of see how it all works, and you get the freebies as well. And what you'll notice is once you download one of those freebies, there's something called a thank you page. So once you've downloaded the freebie, it takes you to this page. It says, thank you so much. Your freebie's on its way to your email inbox, but here's something we think you might also like. And this is where it mentions my ebook for sale where people can purchase it. So that's a second way that I sell my ebook is on the thank you page of my freebie. Now, the third way is in my email welcome sequence. So once you get on my email list, I have an automated email sequence, and the first 5 days is a welcome sequence. This welcomes you into my world, shares my story, gives you helpful tips, and also mentions my ebook that you can purchase if you're interested in creating your own ebook. Now that you know what I believe to be the easiest form of passive income and how I made $7,459 in the last month, you might be wondering what are more digital product ideas so that you can find yours and get started with this. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be so much more powerful. See you in the next video.